Good morning, friends. Today, topic for our discussion is use of auxiliaries with respect to nouns or pronouns and tense. Actually, I wanted to make a video on tense and its types, but before that, it is very necessary for you to know how to use various auxiliaries with respect to nouns or pronouns and tense. And that is why I have selected this topic before tense and its types. Now I will going to show you five charts and explain them in English as well as in Marathi. And among those five charts, the first chart is in front of you and that shows you personal pronouns. Now personal pronouns, we can divide them in three types. First one is first person, second one is second person, and third one is third person. We can further categorize them into two parts, that is singular and plural. Now how to read this chart? First person singular, first person plural, second person singular, second person plural, third person singular, and third person plural. Now you can, in this chart you can see which are first person singular pronoun and which one is first person plural pronoun. Similarly, you can observe second person singular and plural as well as third person singular and plural. Now, just have a close look at third person singular. Here you can see three pronouns: he, she, and it. But I would like to tell you that these are not the only third person singular subjects. I am using the word subjects. If we think pronoun, these are the only three pronouns that are third person singular. But if we consider third person singular subjects, then it includes each and every noun or pronoun except I and you. That means suppose our subject is boy. Boy is singular and it is also third person. Suppose our subject is Lata. Lata is a girl, and for that word Lata we use the pronoun she. That means Lata is also third person singular subject. Suppose our subject is school. For school, we generally use the pronoun it. That means school is also third person singular subject. But as far as pronouns are considered, these are the only three third person singular pronouns. Now, our second chart is about primary auxiliaries. Here in this chart, you can see primary auxiliaries. Now, these primary auxiliaries are of three types. That is, first one is forms of to be ची रूपे. Then we have forms of to have, and last but not least, to do, forms of to do. We can further categorize them into three parts: present, past, and future. Now let's begin with forms of to be. To be च्या रूपांपासून आपण सुरुवात करूया. टू बी ची रूप ही काळानुसार आपण वेगवेगळ्या प्रकारे वापरत असतो. त्याच्यामध्ये पहिला आहे टू बी ची वर्तमानकाळी रूपे, टू बी ची भूतकाळी रूपे आणि टू बी ची भविष्यकाळी रूपे. टू बी ची वर्तमानकाळी रूप आपल्याला या ठिकाणी तीन दिसत आहेत. ते आहेत एम, इज आणि आर. टू बी ची भूतकाळी रूप दोन आहेत, वॉज आणि वेअर. आणि टू बी ची भविष्यकाळी रूप आहेत, शॅल बी आणि विल बी. In next 2-3 charts we are going to learn how to use these various auxiliaries with respect to nouns and pronouns, and also with respect to tense. Now second form of auxiliaries is to have. Here it is also divided in three parts. टू हॅवची वर्तमानकाळी रूपे, टू हॅवची भूतकाळी रूपे आणि टू हॅवची भविष्यकाळी रूपे. सिमिलरली टू डू इज ऑल्सो कॅटेगराइज्ड इंटू थ्री पार्ट्स. टू डूची वर्तमानकाळी रूपे, टू डूची भूतकाळी रूपे आणि टू डूची भविष्यकाळी रूपे. आता टू हॅवची रूपं जर बघितला तर यामध्ये तुम्हाला दोन दिसत आहेत वर्तमानकाळी रूपांचा विचार करता. ते आहेत हॅव आणि हॅज. टू हॅवची भूतकाळी रूपं आहे एकच आहे हॅड, आणि टू हॅवची भविष्यकाळी रूपं आहेत विल हॅव आणि शॅल हॅव. As far as the forms of to do is considered, they are of only two types. Forms of to do in present tense are do and does, and forms of to do in past tense is just one, and that is did. This is our second chart. You can write this chart in your notebook so that you should have clear idea about auxiliaries, that is forms of to be, forms of to have and forms of to do with respect to present tense, past tense and future tense. Now our next chart is use of forms of to be with respect to personal pronouns. Now we have seen first chart about personal pronouns and second chart about primary auxiliaries. Now this chart is combination of first and second chart. In this chart we are going to learn how to use various auxiliaries with respect to pronouns. Here I have written all the personal pronouns: I, we, you, he, she, it and they. These charts gives you clear cut idea about the use of forms of to be. These are the to be forms, auxiliaries of to be forms. They are also categorized in three types: present tense, past tense and future tense. Let's begin with present tense. If our pronoun is I, then we have to use the auxiliary am in present tense. If our subject is we, then we generally use the form of to be, that is are. Similarly, you can see how to use the forms of to be in front of various pronouns. You can also write this chart in your notebook. Now in past tense, pronoun is I and our to be form is was. That means we use was in front of the pronoun I in past tense. If our subject is we, then we use where. That means wherever our subject is singular, we use was. Singular, I is singular, then he is singular, she is singular and it is also singular. And you can see wherever our subject is singular, we use was, and wherever our subject is plural, we use were in past tense. And as far as future tense is considered, we use we use shall in front of I and we. If our subjects are I and we, then we use shall. And rest of the pronouns, if we consider them, we use will in front of them. Let me tell you that this chart is about the forms of to be. वर्तमानकाळी रूपे, भूतकाळी रूपे आणि भविष्यकाळी रूपे. टू बीची वर्तमानकाळी रूपे आहेत एम, इज, आर, ही तुम्हाला वर्तमान काळामध्ये दिसत आहेत आणि वेगवेगळ्या प्रोनाउनच्या समोर कुठले कुठले वापरायचे ऑक्झिलरीज ते आपल्याला या ठिकाणी दिलेले आहे. त्यानंतर दुसऱ्या याच्यामध्ये पास्ट टेन्स, जर आपला प्रोनाउन जर आय असेल आणि आपल्याला भूतकाळामध्ये जर टू बीचं रूप वापरायचं असेल तर आपण ते वापरणार आहे वॉज. जिथं जिथं आपल्याला एकवचनी कर्ते दिसत आहेत, एकवचनी प्रोनाउन दिसत आहेत, त्या ठिकाणी भूतकाळामध्ये वॉज आणि ज्या ठिकाणी अनेकवचनी कर्ते दिसत आहेत, वी आहे, यू आहे आणि दे आहे, तर त्या ठिकाणी तुम्हाला टू बीचं भूतकाळी रूप हे वेअर वापरलेलं दिसतं. आणि भविष्यकाळामध्ये दोनच आहेत, शॅल आणि विल. पैकी आय आणि वी हे जर प्रोनाउन सब्जेक्ट म्हणून आलेले असतील तर त्याच्यासमोर आपण शॅल हे टू बीचं रूप वापरतो आणि उरलेल्या प्रोनाउनच्या समोर आपण विल हे ऑक्झिलरी टू बीचा फॉर्म आपण वापरत असतो. आता हे झालं टू बीच्या फॉर्म्सबद्दल. आता पुढच्या चार्टमध्ये आपल्याला टू हॅवची रूपे दिलेली दिसतील. यूज ऑफ फॉर्म्स ऑफ टू हॅव विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू पर्सनल प्रोनाउन्स. नाव वी हॅव टू that is have and has. We have two forms of to have in present tense, have and has, whereas we just have a single form of to have, that is had in past tense. जर आपण टू हॅवच्या रूपांचा विचार केला तर टू हॅवची वर्तमानकाळी रूप ही दोन असलेली दिसतील, हॅव आणि हॅज. भूतकाळी मात्र आपल्याला एकच दिसते. भविष्यकाळामध्ये मागच्या तक्त्यामध्ये जसं शाल आणि विलचा आपण वापर केलेला होता, अगदी तसंच आहे, फक्त त्याच्यासमोर आपल्याला हॅव वापरायचा आहे. म्हणजे आय आणि वी करता असेल तर शाल, हॅव, आणि इतर जर प्रोनाउन करता म्हणून वापरलेले असतील तर विल हॅव. वर्तमान काळामध्ये आता दोन रूपं तुम्हाला सांगितलेली आहेत, हॅव आणि हॅज. आता मग हे कधी वापरायचे? हाऊ टू यूज हॅव अँड हाऊ टू यूज हॅज व्हेन the sentence is in present tense. Now let me tell you that if our subject is third person singular, he, she and it, these are third person singular pronouns. If our subject is third person pronoun, we have to use has. And if our subject is not third person singular, then we have to use have. Here you can see in front of I is first person singular, that is why have is used. We is first person plural, that is why here have is used. You is also second person singular as well as plural, we have used here have. They is also plural, third person plural, and that is why here have is used. If our subject is he, she and it, then only we should use has in present tense. There is no issue with past tense because there is only one form of to have, that is had in past tense. In front of any subject, had is used because there is only one form of to have, that is had in past tense. पास्ट टेन्सचा विचार केला तर फक्त टू हॅवचं एकच रूप आहे आणि ते आहे हॅड. आणि म्हणून कुठलाही करता आला आणि आपल्याला टू हॅवचं जर भूतकाळी रूप वापरायचं असेल तर ते आपण वापरणार आहे हॅड. फ्युचर टेन्सच्या बाबतीत मी तुम्हाला सांगितलेलंच आहे, आय आणि वी जर असेल तर शाल हॅव आणि इतर कुठलाही सब्जेक्ट असेल तर विल हॅव. पुन्हा एकदा सांगू इच्छितो की ही, शी आणि इट हे सर्वनामं आली तर वर्तमान काळामध्ये हॅज आपण वापरणार आहोतच. पण त्याचबरोबरती मगाशी सांगितल्याप्रमाणे जर आपला कर्ता रमेश असेल तर रमेशसाठी आपण कुठलं सर्वनाम वापरतो? ही. म्हणजे जर कर्ता आपला ही न येता जर रमेश आला तरीसुद्धा वर्तमान काळामध्ये आपण टू हॅवचं हॅज हेच रूप वापरणार आहे. एकवचनी कर्ता आय आणि यू सोडून कुठलाही आला तरीसुद्धा आपण वर्तमान काळामध्ये हॅजच वापरणार आहोत. आणि आपला शेवटचा जो तक्ता आहे, हा शेवटचा तक्ता आहे यूज ऑफ फॉर्म्स ऑफ टू डू विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू प्रोनाउन्स. आता टू डूच्या रूपांचा विचार केला तर ही दोनच काळामध्ये तुम्हाला लिहिलेली दिसतील. दॅट इज इन प्रेझेंट टेन्स अँड पास्ट टेन्स. दीज आर प्रोनाउन्स सिमिलर टू द प्रिव्हियस चार्ट्स. आय, वी, यू, ही, शी, इट अँड दे. If we consider the forms of to do in present tense, we can see there are two auxiliaries, do and does. Now, how to use where to use do and where to use does in present tense? If we have our subject, that is third person singular, he, she or it, then we have to use does in present tense. And if our subject is I, we, you or they, then we have to use the form of to do, that is do. Understand? जर आपला कर्ता ही, शी आणि इट म्हणजेच तृतीय पुरुषी एकवचनी असेल तर आपण वर्तमान काळामध्ये डज वापरणार आहोत. आणि जर आपला कर्ता इतर कुठलाही असला वर्तमान काळामध्ये तर आपण टू डूचं डू हे रूप वापरणार आहोत. And as far as past tense is considered, there is only one form of to do, and that is did. Any subject, any pronoun, we have to use did in front of any pronoun or any subject. कुठलाही सब्जेक्ट असू दे किंवा कुठलाही प्रोनाउन असू दे तर त्याच्यासमोर आपण पास्ट टेन्समध्ये टू डूचं डीड हे रूप वापरणार आहोत. Now, after having clear-cut idea about all these things, you also need to learn various forms of verb also. That is, three forms of verb which are very important, and I have sent you the chart of three forms of verb. There are as many as 70 forms of verb are given there. 70 verbs are given. You have to read them and you have to write them in your notebook. And after completion of these things, we will make a video on tense and its types. Okay, so do write all these things in your notebook and be ready for next video which will be on